Hi, everybody. I'm Jones.
And I'm Man. And we're Jones and Mann. And tonight we're jonesing on Noah's Meal. All right. All right. Noah's Meal bourbon. Kentucky bourbon, it says handmade in the hills of Kentucky.
Yeah.
I was at the beach a couple weeks back, and I happened to really just stumble upon it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't looking for it. I was just doing my normal thing, hitting every ABC store within sight and asking, what do you got allocated? What you got behind the counter? Hey, I like you guys. And he said, well, you know what? We did just get some Noah's Meal.
Yeah.
And I was like, never had it before. And then this guy came in behind it, and he was like, can I get 2 bottles? And he was like, yeah, you can get 2 bottles. So I was like, well, if he's getting 2, well, maybe I should get 1. I didn't get 2. I just got 1. So tell us, Jones, what do you know about, you said you heard about it. What do you know about Noah's Meal?
Well, I do know it is a barrel strength bourbon or whiskey.
Okay.
And it is bottled by Willett Distillery out of Kentucky. Well, we're going to see.
Willett holds a big title, but we tried a Willett. And it wasn't a favorite.
Well, it wasn't a favorite, but, that was when we first cracked the bottle open. Maybe it got better with a little time, a little air.
So maybe we'll go back and try it.
Yeah, got to go back and revisit it. But, so they say they use the finest ingredients, and it is on the allocated list. And typically things that are on that list, it's not just fanfare. Some of them are, but most of the times you'll get some of these that are not just fanfare, and they are really good bourbons or whiskeys.
Okay. All right, well, you know what we do. I say this bottle is a 5th. It's in a nice wine. It's literally in a wine bottle.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like $45-$50, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I guess just because maybe a lot of people didn't really know about it, I was able to get it, which that may not be cheap. I haven't even looked online to see.
Well,
so that may be cheap, or it may not be cheap. I don't know. So
I think at $50, that's where you can typically find a very good bourbon. So yeah, at $50, I don't feel like it's overpriced.
Okay, so let's do what we do. I'm gonna crack it on open. Nice little aluminum wrapper and a cork. I thought it looked like it was going to be.
Yeah, it's a grown man pop.
Yeah, it's grown man pop. So I say let's house rules. Let's pour us a couple.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's pour that out and get some good sniffs on it.
And since we've been doing it all night, I'm gonna go ahead and glaze a couple of these ice balls with some Noah's Meal.
Yeah, I greatly appreciate that because I noticed that this is bottled at 57 proof.
Yeah.
Or 50% ABV, or what was that, like
114?
114.
Yeah, math ain't my thing. 114.3. Okay, I'm not too bad.
I'll slide this one.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna give you the big one.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Okay, nose bourbon.
It's definitely bourbon.
Nothing extraordinary. Nothing horrible. I will, as I dig deeper in there, I do get a little ethanol, a little alcohol. But it smells like you would expect a typical bourbon to smell.
Let's clink them and drink
Clink them and drink them. Ooh.
You get the proofage.
Definitely get the proofage.
That is definitely
tip of my tongue is definitely on fire.
Let's
I feel like my teeth are clean right now.
I think maybe because I'm more of a bourbon.
Yeah, you don't get all
drinker. I get that burn more in the back of my palate.
Yeah.
It is, and the strange thing is, you guys probably saw the Stag episode when I compared to the initial taste of the Stag or the neat shot as a punch in the face by Mike Tyson.
Yeah. It was even more proven than this, though.
Yeah, it was higher proofage, but even at 114, this isn't like as horrible or so strong that I just can't get any flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah. This kind of clinking and drinking.
Woo! Okay, made a big difference.
Yeah, it took the that heat off of it.
Heat, right? I won't say it took it off, but it took a lot out of it. And man, I might have been having some residuals from that first shot. Let me go back into it. Okay.
Instead of the dead space, I kind of let you go into yours as
Okay. I am probably pretty sure you're gonna disagree with me on this, but the neat shot is high proof, high power. But when you compare the neat shot to the on the rocks pour, the neat shot is the best. On the rocks, it turns to me. It has a artificial taste. Like and when I say artificial taste, I mean like pink cotton candy. Doesn't taste like pink cotton candy, but typically when you go to the fair, everyone avoids pink cotton candy because of that artificial aftertaste that sits on your tongue. This has an artificial aftertaste that happens. I prefer the neat pour, but the neat pour is too hot for me. So I give Noah's Meal a 2.
I'm not overly surprised by that.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm not overly surprised by your lower rating is because this is a true stand-up, stand-alone bourbon.
Yep.
It is a bourbon in all sense of the word.
Yep.
For me, I keep taking a sniff of the neat shot because I'm trying to figure out, what those flavors are as I smell them, because I get baking spices and I get the barrel aging on the nose.
You get the barrel aging. You get the wood. You get the pepperiness that goes with it. Yeah.
And then even on the neat shot, I taste it and I get a lot of flavors, and then I get burned, kind of on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I put it on the rocks, it takes more of that back end heat off, and my mind just keeps trying to figure out what those flavors are. And for me, it's not a 2. This is I dare say like a 3.5.
Okay.
Simply because it's a high proof, but like for me, similar to like a E.H. Taylor that's at 100 proof, it's an easy sipper on a neat as a neat shot.
Right.
On the rocks, it does have an interesting taste. I don't know if I would call it minerally, but it is something that I'm trying to figure out what that taste. And for me, it's not a bad taste.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, I think it is a Willet trait. That taste, that flavor is a Willet flavor. Because if I remember correctly, I remember a funny kind of finish aftertaste with that pot still Willet that we tried. And that's the reason why I didn't enjoy it. And this has that same characteristic, that same kind of. I mean, it's hard. It's really hard. Now, the best way I can describe it is pink cotton candy. It doesn't taste like pink cotton candy, but it is the bitters that come with pink cotton candy. And because of that, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I am the neat shot is what got it to a 2. If I was rating it on the rock shot alone, it'd be a 1.
What? Lord of Virginia Black?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say lower, but it's definitely right in there. I know we gave Virginia Black what?
Yeah, I know mine was probably.
It should have been. It should have been low.
Believe it or not, I actually like this.
Okay, well, hey, there you
I
have it.
actually like it. At the price, I think for it, now I'm gonna have to check out to see if this is a single barrel or any of that good stuff. And you know, maybe I'll do more research on it. But I like it, but $50 allocated. So overall I would rate it at like a 3.25.
So 3.25, 2.
And like I said, it's not bad. It's good. But there are, I think so far as when I think of even just at this price point, like I said, like a E.H. Taylor, either the small batch or single barrel smashes it with the flavor profile.
Yeah. And I'm gonna venture to say, if you are a Willet fan, if you've had a Willet before, if you really like Willet, I think you'll really like this because most bourbon drinkers enjoy the heat. The heat is here. It's neat. It's weird that you hear me say I like neat better, but the neat is what earned it a 2. But I will. This is no. So there you have it. 2, 3.25.
Yes.
Willet lovers, if you're a Willet lover, this is the Willet profile, I believe. Just basing it off of and we're gonna have to go back and try the other Willet one day. So there it is, Noah Mill. Well, anyway, be sure to subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
All at Jones and Mann.
Not that call.
Yeah,
Jones and Mann. I want to say
Mann.
at Jones and Mann. Be sure to subscribe. Did I say that already?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I see you're trying to give me a new job to create a website.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
You should get a website.
Okay,
so, and as always, we appreciate you watching. Not watching.
Yeah.
Watching. Clink 'em and drink 'em. And we'll see you next time.
Jones and Mann.